Good evening, guys. How are you doing? I'm hoping I'm coming through okay. And if you're wondering what that string of lights is in the distance, I'm not in the train room tonight. I'm sailing in the Mediterranean, having a bit of a break. I'm on a 5-day cruise here. Just set sail from Barcelona. So I thought I'd take you guys along with me for a little while. So no trains tonight, I'm afraid. We're on a ship. So someone just let me know that you're coming through okay, because I am using the ship's Wi-Fi and it's not the best. So it'll probably be a short stream tonight. Dark railway tonight. Yes, it is. Yes, I'm cruising the Med. First time I've ever been on a cruise. We only got on the ship today at about 10:30. We've just set sail in the last sort of half an hour or so, and enjoying it so far. So I'll go back into the chat, see who's there, and say hello to everyone. Well, Pete, Delft Junction was the first off. So hi, Pete and Sue. How are you doing? And we had Flymo chairman come in. How are you doing, Flymo? Ivo Van's on. Good evening. I see all the usernames have all changed around again. Maura King's in as well. Hi, Maura. Tom's in as well. Hi, Tom. Nobody else. Oh, Scott Wood. Hi, Scott. Summer Breeze Model Railway. Good evening, guys. How you doing? Young boy Marklin. Good evening. Andy, Hot Dog Pilot's in as well. How you doing? Brian Madden's in. Good evening, Brian. How did the club night go the other night? Jameson Carlings, how you doing? Who else we got coming in? These names are all looking very strange. It's all at the @ symbol, not the usual names. What's going on, YouTube? What are you doing? Oh, Joshua, that's you, is it? Hi, Joshua. Clive, Newman Railway, how you doing? Andrew 156, good evening. Pete, Hermitage Road. You can hear me 5 times 5. Good. Well, Simon's in as well. Simon Model Train Railways. Yeah, I don't even have the cup with the train set shop on it. Tom Couples is in. How you doing, Tom? So again, all the usernames are looking really strange. Is the ship sailing uphill? No, that's the best I could get the my webcam to clamp to the railing. Hi all, why is there a blank screen? Hi Brian, how you doing? It's not blank, you can see a line of lights in the distance. Oh, Martin O'Keefe's in. How you doing, Martin? Hope you're keeping well. I haven't seen you. I don't think I've seen you in here for a while, or have you been lurking in the background, Martin? I hope you're keeping well. So what's the Costa Concordia like? It's the MSC Splendidia. It's a lovely ship. Really enjoying it so far. Well, it is dark outside. I am in the Med. He's into the boat life. Moreland Model Railway, Andy. Good evening, Andy. How are you doing? Yeah, anybody who's joined in recently, I'm not in the train room tonight. I'm on a cruise, 5-day cruise here in the Med. I'm traveling with my daughter and my sister and my mother, because of my mum's 70th birthday last year, and she wanted to go on a cruise for her birthday. So here we are. We're on the cruise. And I thought I'd take you guys along with me. Yeah, it's a shame it's dark. You could see a bit more. But hey. Is that the best view of Barcelona? Well, it's the only view you're getting now as it disappears over the horizon. I should wake up tomorrow morning in Marseille. In the words of Jenny Kirk, the model scene looks so real. Oh dear. Yeah, I am enjoying it. It's I wish my missus was here, but she gets really seasick, so she didn't want to come on a cruise. But it's that smooth at the moment. It's just yeah. I've been eating all day because the buffets here is open all day, so you've just been going up and nibbling and just going up for a slice of pizza and then walking away and going back an hour later for another. So I'm going to be 10 times the size when I finish this cruise. You can take your life jacket off now. Are you back in the museum on Tuesday? No, I won't be back Tuesday. I'll be traveling back Tuesday night, Wednesday. So I won't be there Tuesday. But I think Marty's going to open up for you again, guys. Hang on. It's 8:30 over there, so the food chat can start. Yeah, Marseille's next. That's where I'm going next, Tom. My company partner lives near Barcelona. Oh. I must say that I've been to Barcelona last year, and I reckon it's a lovely city. It's really nice. It's quite friendly, and it's quite a nice city to walk around. It's very pleasant. You'll get the storm soon. No, the storm's not hitting the Med, I believe. It's going to steer clear, so sailing on a lifeboat. Make sure you wash your hands right. Yes, I am, and I'm using the sanitizer every time I go into the buffet. And I brought some Imodium with me just in case, because I've heard that on a cruise ship, if that breaks out, you're done for. Andrew, never been. Yeah, I've never been on a cruise before. This is my first one. Closest I ever got to cruising was getting Irish ferries across to Holyhead, which all day I've had that sort of strange feeling of getting on because I think, oh, to get off in 3 hours. No, you're on a cruise ship. You're not on Irish ferries anymore. Thank you, Flymo. Yeah, she's she's had a couple of cocktails today because, of course, we got her the drinks package. So she's had a couple of cocktails and she's in bed already. So, Christian Bitter, hello. At least there's no icebergs, but there are. I don't think there's any pirates in the Med. I think we're safe enough. Yeah, I'm in the ship right now. Tom, next port is Marseille, and then it's Genoa and back to Barcelona. It's the only cruise I was the night ferry from Amsterdam to Newcastle. Yeah, that's the cruise. Only cruises I had was Irish ferries across to Holyhead, or the longer one, Belfast to Liverpool, which was 8 hours. Don't start. I'm the king of the world. Try the Norwegian forward smart break. Yeah, that's something I'd love to do. Yeah, I've really enjoyed this. Like I've only been on. I got on the ship about 10, half 10 this morning. Well, just getting a message from my daughter. She's away at a concert tonight. She just sent me a picture. Lizzie Railways, how are you doing, Liz, in South Africa? SJ TrainWorld. Are we playing in the dark today? Yeah, those who have just joined, I'm not in the train room tonight. I'm cruising the Med. So I thought I'd bring some of you guys along with me. I was wondering why you hadn't put the lights on. I was waiting for lit up trains in the background. Great time. Thanks, Lily Shambles. See, without this, just the app names, some people I just don't know who they are. Is Captain Pugwash on the ship? Well, and Seaman Staines. Med's a good place to be tonight. Turned up cold here. Yeah, I heard that. We arrived yesterday in Barcelona, and it was 27 degrees walking around, which just is a little bit too hot for me. But it was quite pleasant in the evening just to be walking around. And the last time we were in Barcelona, there was a drought on, so none of the fountains were working, but they were all working this time. And they got some fantastic fountains here. Oh, Dara's in as well. Hi, Dara. How you doing? Oh my! Reminds me of the ferry trip Monday this week. Go figure. The one night I can watch it's the darkest. Sorry, guys. Normal service will resume next week. I'll be back in the train room. Maureen, I did the overnight train from Paris to Barcelona a few years ago. Ooh, that's something I'd like to do. Some of the night trains around Europe. Was it a fast SJ? Thank God for that. Yeah. Yeah, it's just disappearing over the horizon now, Barcelona. I can bring the camera into the cabin in a minute, so you can look at my ugly mug if you prefer. A bit cooler than me. Last I was in Spain, experienced really hot weather, 38 degrees. Yeah, it's way too. When I was in Paris with the family in June, it hit 35, somewhere between 35 and 40, and it was horrible. The only ferry crossing I've done is the Isle of Wight from Portsmouth. So the only ferries I've got are across the Irish Sea: Belfast to Liverpool, Dublin to Holyhead, and Rosslare to Fishguard. Yes, turn the camera. Right, I'll bring the camera in now. Just give me a minute. If I lose signal or the camera drops off, I'll get it back on as soon as I can. So bear with me a minute, guys. And ready for the movement of the camera. I'll show you down there. There's the got a cabin looking out the rear of the ship. Ooh. There we go, guys. A little bit, see if I can put on some lights here. I'm not so backlit. There we go. It's a bit better. Yeah, so even wearing the Donegal top just for tonight. Yeah, so this is my cabin set up as a twin. Got a little sofa behind me. It's really, really nice. Let me get back to the chat. Got it on my phone here. Raymond Legs is in. How you doing, Raymond? I'm on an evening tram in Dublin. Doesn't have the wow factor, yeah. Almost was most fun was watching the schoolboys trying to be strong in front of the girls. No, I'm not seasick, they said. Yeah, I've been on some of those ferries across the Irish Sea. Can be pretty rough. Yeah, so has anybody else popped in? Look at those dolphins. Hi, Leslie. How you doing? Yeah, I've obviously you just popped in, Leslie. I hope you're keeping well. I'm obviously not in the train room tonight. I'm on a cruise in the Med for a little break for my mother's 70th birthday last year. So she wanted to go on a cruise. So I'm on a cruise with my mum, my sister, and my daughter. It's quite funny going around Barcelona. Any of you who've seen Dairy Girls, and you know James on there, they were all calling me James because I was just going around with this bunch of girls. Man overboard. I don't think the hovercrafts are running anymore, are they? I think they've stopped running now. Dad was a lorry driver, regularly went, oh, right. Sure. Yes, I am on a cruise. 37 far. I was on a cruise as a schoolboy. Hamburg, St. Petersburg, Helsinki, Copenhagen. Very nice. Start playing the violin. Yeah, it's I think it's one of their premium cabins or something. But it's a nice cabin. We've got the area with the sofa behind us and obviously the ensuite and everything. It's a nice cabin, nice big balcony. Obviously looking out the stern of the ship out the back. Thanks for doing it live tonight while you're much appreciated. I just fancy doing it. I thought it'd be a bit of a novelty, just it's a shame it's not daylight so you could actually see stuff. But I just thought it'd be a bit of a novelty and just do it a bit of fun, It gives me an hour's peace away from my mum, my sister, and my daughter. I'm going to do a live tonight. I'll be about an hour. All right, okay. They're off at the bar. They've got the drinks package. I don't drink, so. How far from Dublin do I live? About 3.5 hours by car. If you look at Donegal, is right up the northwest of the country. That's right, like a cruise ship. Captain's name is not Smith, is it? Expensive shop on those Irish ferries. I tell you what, there's a mini bar in here. I'll show you guys the price list. Is that focusing? Can you see that? Oh, there we are. Is that coming up reversed? Because I'm on my new laptop, so I haven't put all the settings in. I think that is coming up reversed. Hang on a second. Oh, I can't change the orientation. No. Is that better now? Is that coming up the right way around? Some of the prices I didn't think were too bad. They're probably equivalent to Dublin prices, but Has anyone ever mentioned how often the Irish Sea is yellow or worse compared to the other shipping forecast areas? I think the Irish Sea is renowned for being a rough sea because it's a narrow sea, and when the wind comes along, it gets channeled up there and makes it quite rough. Portsmouth to right, still operate hovercraft. Okay. Those are really posh cabins. You think so? The zero. We were cruising in my dad's cabin boat since age 6 to 24. So angling, cruising up and down the river, about 30 kilometers, but never at sea, only on a jet ski. Couldn't you manage a layout in the cabin, Mark? I did think for a laugh, just bring in a circular track and a train and have it going around. But I thought, no. the X-ray backs and see that and then go, what is wrong with this person? With them on the drinks package, she must be the caretaker. Yeah, it's going to be a bit like that, Simon. It really is. Yeah, my daughter got a strawberry daiquiri, and the price on that was 14 euros. And she said, well, you'd actually pay that in some places in a bar or a nightclub to get it. So did you see Murder on the Orange Express and Murder on the Nile? You can see that perfect. Murder. Suitcase layout next time. Yeah, some of the things, like it's $3.50 for one of the mini tubs of Pringles. Yeah, Leslie, that is point. Orange juice has got very expensive recently. I think it's down to there was a bad harvest of oranges or something somewhere, which really affected the price of orange juice. Shenanigans in the cargo hold. Any train shops in Barcelona? I believe there is, Tom. I might get a chance to have a look around, because when we arrive back in Barcelona, we have a day in Barcelona and we fly back the next day, so I might get a chance to have a look. Need a duty-free train set shop. Yeah, see, I can't get duty-free because when I fly from here back to Ireland, I'm still in the EU. On the big hovercrafts, it was like being grabbed by the neck and move vertically 3 times a second. Yeah, it's 14 euros for a cocktail. Well, they were actually saying that most nightclubs and that 14 euros for a daiquiri, strawberry daiquiri, is quite reasonable. So I don't know. I don't go out drinking strawberry daiquiris. I'll bring some stuff to crew so the train shot will be in the boot of the car. There's a virus affecting citrus goes. Yes, I knew there was something that happened. No Dr. Pepper or American cream soda tonight. Well, I have actually in the mini bar down here. I've the remains of that. That's all I've got left now for the next 4 days, because can't seem to get Dr. Pepper on the continent. And I didn't bring any cream soda with me. Simon Muller, Fenton Centre, you're going to have a trench coat, and when it opens, model trains be hanging down from the trench coat. Yeah. Oh yes, how are you drinking tonight? Well, most of the I'm actually drinking water because I've got a water bottle here. Yes, like the flower design. Yes, I borrowed it from my daughter for the trip. So I've been drinking water. So I've been actually quite healthy, apart from what did I have? We got on board. There was a bit of fried food, so I had fried breakfast and went back up, had some pizza and a burger, and then went back a few hours later and thought, well, I've already had food, so I'm just going to have the desserts now. So I had a platter of desserts. And when I finish this stream, I'm going back up there to get some more pizza, because pizza was really nice. Sponsored by Dr. Pepper. And that was it. And that aircraft touchdown feeling on every wave. I remember the catamarans that they used to have going across the fast craft from Dublin to Holyhead and from Rosslare to Fishguard, because I think it was Stena Line that ran them. They were pretty rough. It was like for like an hour and a half. You felt it in your spine when you got off. Route 7, good evening. The sea catch, yeah, that's it. Room service mark, feel really important. No, I've been warned by my missus, because obviously the credit card is attached to my room. Said if there's any charges coming in on that credit card, I'll be... If you have a big bottom, you won't feel it. Vomit comments. I've actually caught up with the chat there, so I can put the phone down and I can, because I'm sat in front of the computer, I can keep an eye on the chat. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight now, because it's coming up with like all the ats instead of your names. Triple X movies then. At least you got a nice comfy sofa when you get back home if you do use the credit card. She might even be watching this at home. I'm sure there'll be a comment in a minute if she is. Yeah, so I'm not going to stay on too long tonight. I'll probably stay on just to about 8:30, just for an hour tonight, because I want to go and explore the ship. And I think they've got some salsa dancing lessons on in a bit. I might go and give that a go. A comfy sofa with trains, yeah. Mind you, should probably take the trains off me and sell them to cover the credit card. Mark, if someone passes your cabin, they're going to think there's something weird going on in there. How many people are in there when they hear you say hello so often? Yeah. It's just, yeah, I just thought it'd be a bit of a novelty and a bit of fun to chat to you guys when I'm on the cruise. Yeah. I might, because I'm on here on Sunday, and it's a day at sea on Sunday. So I might do one during the day after Andy, just for a bit of fun, just for half an hour or so, because you'll be able to get to see outside and everything. So I might do that. I might not. I only have one excursion booked on this trip, and of course, being the nerd that I am, it's the behind the scenes on the ship, which you're not allowed to film or take a camera or do anything. But yeah, to see all, it's a 3.5 hour tour, so we should get to see a bit of the ship. I think we get onto the bridge and everything as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. At least you don't have to worry about any trains trailing. Oh, hang on. Oh, of course. Oh, is Liz off? Okay. Catch you again, Liz. Pokemon? Yes, I am on a cruise ship. I'm on holiday in the Mediterranean this evening, so there's no trains running tonight, I'm afraid. I'm about to see anyway. What does 500 quid get you in room service? Behind the scenes of a ship. Don't want to end up like the movie Speed 2. Don't you know any plans to ever visit? Yes, I always have plans to visit that, and I want to go and visit it. But it's just time and money, of course. Because as I say, this year has been particularly expensive because we had a big family holiday, and I knew this trip was coming up as well, and I had to pay out for this. And there's another trip I'm doing before Christmas as well. So there's been a lot of money spent on trips, which is why I haven't been buying much model railway stuff, and I haven't been to any of the shows in the UK because it's been an expensive year. And also, I've now got 3 kids at university. It's a severe drain on the old bank account. So yeah, it will probably be a couple of years before I can start doing any trips again like that, because I've had all my trips now this year for the next 3 or 4 years. So unless my vlogging YouTube channel for the travel things takes off and I can afford to go on trips, but I don't think that's going to happen. Are you having fun? Yes, I am having fun. So I've only got on the ship today. Got on here about 10, half 10. Wandered around the ship, had a good look around. We've done our muster drill, which I knew you had to do it, but for the muster drill, we had to come back to our cabins. We had to watch on the TV the video, and then when we watched it, it gave us a telephone number to ring to say we've watched it. And then we had to go to our muster station and use our cruise cards to sign in, and then back to the room. So, because everything shuts on the ship for that. And if you don't go to your muster station and they don't scan your card, you can't do anything on the ship because they block your card book. So, but I think it's a good idea. It's all about safety, you know. So, yeah, done that. So, and of course the elevators are off when they're doing it. So we're on deck 12 and our muster station is on deck 7. It's all right going down the stairs. It's coming back up again. Never mind, I've been up and down them several times already today. Let's see. Do you mean no one at home playing with the layout, Mark? What do they say about the cat's away? I don't think anyone would be playing with the layout. For one, I don't think they'd know how to switch it on. Donegal cruise ship. I'm going to do another round of them all when the new sections are open. Oh, there's the link for the Donegal Heritage Centre. Shetlands Junction, Martin, good evening. Mark said some layout on board. I was thinking of it, Martin. I said this a minute ago. I was thinking of bringing just a circle of track and a loco and just have it going around. But I think my kids would completely abandon me if I'd done that. It's probably bad enough that I took this top with me and I'm wearing the Donegal. After this, I'm going to wear this and go on around the ship. Yeah, well, cruising around the Med at the moment. Just left Barcelona, heading to Marseille, then on to Genoa, and then back to Barcelona. So it's a 4-night, 5-day cruise. Or he buys some trains in Barcelona. You never know. But you should take us to see the dining area, food talk. Family back home will be creating a spoof Donegal Dad Rail video. Yeah, I got mine. This week's video is out. I managed to get that done on Monday. I got 2 videos done Monday, because there was one of my subscribers who asked about the Prodigy and setting up the programming track. So I quickly shot that, edited it, and put that up. And then also the fitting of the viaduct onto my layout, which is on the layout now. Trains running over it. So that video is out on Saturday, 8 o'clock. Channel members have already seen it. Yeah, so now I can crack on with the scenery, which is what's, well, I wouldn't say the hold up, but just trying to get it all done so I could do it. Alan Reynolds, Buckland Junction. Good evening, Alan. How are you doing, sir? You never know who you end up talking to. Yeah, you never know. Apart from shows, I've never been recognized, which I wouldn't, with only like 6,000 subs, the chance of running into someone on a cruise ship or somewhere. Been watching both fights. Oh, you've seen them both today, Simon? Yeah, I think I've seen a comment come in because that's the thing I have to do, is I have to catch up on all the comments because I put the video out Saturday's video. There was a rake of comments come out and a load of new subscribers, so I have to get back onto that. Which I have obviously I have my laptop with me, and I'm going to be doing some of that because I'm stuck on, I won't say I'm stuck on this boat, but I'm here on the boat. Nobody can really get in touch with me. I can't do anything, and I'm just going to relax and spend some time. I'm actually going to be editing some videos and doing some vlogging and eating a lot of food and just actually relaxing because I'm being forced to relax because I can't do anything else. I can't go and work on the layout. I can't do any jobs around the house, even though there's going to be a list of jobs waiting for me when I get home. So I'm just forced to relax, and I'm actually enjoying it. Oh, Ironville's in. Hi, Ironville. How about taking a walk back? I would do that, Ironville, but the only problem is I would keep dropping signals. I go from hotspot to hotspot, but I am doing videos on it, which will be on my other channel, that Donegal Dad Days Out, which I don't think I've put a video on for months now. So that'll be on there. So if you're interested, you can go on to that, but that'll be a week or two before that's up. So far, no problems. Oh, that's good. Would laugh if you did bump into someone who watches you on the cruise ship. Yeah. Digger, how's it going? How you doing, mate? Hi, I'm sorry. 10-bin bowling practice. Low, unfortunate. High game 1 for resting. They've actually got a 10-bin bowling lane here. They've got 2 of them on the ship. So that's just how stable the ship is. You should be power walking around the decks working off all that food. Yeah, I'll be doing that, Leslie. Yeah, I'll do that. Mutiny, Mr. Christian. Oh, there's the link. Thanks, Rimo. Donegal Dad Days Out. I am now drinking beer out of the glass you left in my room. And on tonight's stream, we'll be testing to see if seasickness can be transmitted via the internet. Anyone feeling queasy yet? Let me start just sitting here rocking. Oh, my missus gets seasick if I do that. Sometimes that should stop it. I'm doing fine, Digger. I'm on holiday. I'm relaxing. I'm on a cruise. Never been on one before and enjoying it so far. I'll let you know next week when I'm back in the train room if it was a success and I want to go on. At the moment, definitely want to go on more cruises. Also, you need to be careful about the cruise T's and C's. They have a reputation of being a bit touchy. Yeah. Brian, unfortunately, can't make it this time. Wait till the trip Stratford. Oh, okay. Wow, Mark, do a little video of you playing 10-pin bowling practice. Gutter ball. The sea is calm, but it's amazing how the stabilizers work on these ships work. Yeah, it's pretty calm now. You can feel a little bit of movement, but it's not as if it's, going up and down like it would be on the Irish Sea. Alan White, good evening. How are you doing? Oh, Valerie Green's in. How you doing, Valerie? Don't forget to hit the like button while you're watching this. And yeah, if there's anyone lurking in the background who's expecting trains, sorry, no trains tonight. I'm on holiday, but I'm still having a chat with you guys. That DFDS ferry I sailed on had a bit of a bumpy ride. Stablers were quite noticeable. Yeah. Oh, Kieran's in as well. J94, how you doing, Kieran? The Bay of Biscay can be a challenge to being upright. All right. Trains are cancelled, yeah. There's a train on your shirt, Mark. That's good enough. Yeah, there's one train. Good old Drumbo. I chatted to one of the staff at Larno Tistranware, asked him how he handled rowdy passengers, football crowds. He mentioned pulling in the stabilizers. Yes, we have a replacement boat service tonight. Kieran J94 is doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm on holiday, relaxing. Oh, there's a little bit of movement there. I'm surprised you're not at the Dublin show. Yeah, this is the only show I'm missing this year on the island of Ireland. I think it's the Dublin show because I'm away on holiday in the Met. And I have only myself to blame because I'm the one who done all the booking for this. And of course, the show is quite early this year because usually it's on the bank holiday weekend, which is early this year because the last Monday is the 25th, I think. So when I booked this, in my head, I was like, oh, the Dublin show is the weekend after. But then I realized, bugger, I booked it. So, and it's one of the biggest shows in Ireland as well. And I'm missing it this year. So I'm hoping some other people will video it so I get to see it. So anybody watching in Ireland, don't forget the Dublin show's on this weekend. The South Dublin Model Railway Club. If you look them up, you'll get all the details. Monkey SA 43. Good evening from Bracknell, Berkshire. Came home Monday live on top floor. Flooded a quarter. The layout ruined, nightmare. Apart from that, cut a long story short. Every locomotive saved. Oh, sorry to hear that. That's coming home to that. It's a nightmare, but at least the locomotives are safe. Also, a video of all the food buffet on board. I got married on a cruise ship. 24-hour buffet was the best bet. I'm still happily divorced. More time for Model Railways model. 10-foot following. Look on the positives, Aaronville. We're talking through upcoming shows at the club last night until I mentioned Bar Show, only to find it was 10 days before. Do you think you'll get the GMRC one? Well, that's June next year, isn't it, Valerie? It is June, isn't it? Clive's going to the Spalding show in November. Very small train show this weekend by some local model train clubs. Scott Wood once got an overnight ferry across the English Channel. Not sure any amount of stabilizers would have helped with that one. Everyone was. Love the cruise ships, Aaron. I'll be missing the NE show this year due to a weekend break in South Wales. Oh, very nice. Anyway, moving on to a lighter note, I watched your video about the viaduct. That looked difficult. The difficult part about that viaduct was putting in the brick arches. Everything else about it was fine. It was just getting those brick arches in and getting them to stay. And there was elastic bands and everything involved. A lot of swearing, which is why I didn't film it, because my bleep machine would have blown up. Banned from going outside. The waves were crashing right up to the bridge. Whoa, wow. So it is June. Yeah, I should be making that. The only thing that got ruined was the modelling grass. All the rolling got saved. Every locomotive saved, so the insurance will pay out. That's good. The only boat I've been on is the boat that goes from Liverpool to the Isle of Man. Someplace I want to go to the Isle of Man. So they got 3-foot narrow gauge on there, and they've got a couple of Donegal rail cars, even though they're in storage and waiting restoration. I'd still love to get and see them. There's quite a few from Ireland hadn't seen any show, is there? Yeah, nothing like a flood to harsh your buzz, as Andy says, yeah. And Monkey says, apologies, good evening to all those people listening to this live chat. And HN Express, hi Zen, how you doing? This is really throwing me, all these names, not having the proper names in there. I'm bad enough remembering people's names as is without YouTube changing it. And Simon says, I had the Saturday booked already for the NEC was going, but around August, a group of us were planning a weekend in South Wales, which was the same weekend, so I thought, forget the NEC. And I've done the Newcastle ferry twice and the big New Zealand ferry. Ooh. That looks super difficult. Swearing off camera, Mark. Know where you're coming from. Yeah. North Down one is March 28th to 29th. Yeah, this year, because the Scottish show have moved their show to the end of March, the North Down is now clashing with the Scottish show. Last year it was my show clashed, which I couldn't help, and this year their show is clashing. Correction. Oh, the viaduct. Yeah, it's a lovely viaduct. I said the worst thing is putting in those brick arches. I said, like, I had two of them snap on me because they were so brittle. And it wasn't like I just went like that. I was trying to curve them gently and they just went dink. It was like, and some of them are, I glued them in and everything, and there's so much pressure on them that they just popped off. And they're just like, Brian, I've got to go. Nigel, enjoy your break and make sure the ship doesn't crash into any bridges. I'll try my best. I'll warn the captain if I see him. Thanks, Brian. I'll see you next week, hopefully. They have you in advising on the element. Yes, those brick arches would drive anyone to some really colorful language. Yeah. Only done one cruise to Alaska, but done plenty of ferries in Pacific Northwest. All right. Doing the live while on holiday, that's dedication. Only time I've been on a boat was across the channel. No bowling alleys on the P&O ferries. Plenty of drunken folk. I said folk. Those stocking up on duty free. That's why I said last week, oh my God, the chat was perfect, as I hate how YouTube has done this with a passion. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. New Zealand Ferry has train tracks on the car deck. Oh, do they? So they never had a train service between Ireland and the UK because it was two different gauges. But I believe they did have train ferries going across the channel, even though the loading gauges are different between the UK and the continent. Guessing Motor Rail Scotland is off the cards next year. Yeah. It'll be off due to financial anyway. But yeah, I'll be going to the Bangor show. To be honest, I thought I was having issues with my laptop. Says, on the train back from London, some bachelor party got so drunk they barely could walk in Brussels station. Yeah, with the handle names. Yeah, it's I don't know why they've done it. Why they've changed it. Folking classics. All right, I make it 20 past 8. Keep going for another 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to call it a night because it is, well, it's actually coming up to 9:30 here in the Med. Keep pushing that in. Yes, I'm on holiday in the Med. I won't be having any holidays for the next 3 or 4 years, so I got to enjoy this one while I can. SHGP Media, good evening. Only 2 hours. Yes, so I'm finishing up. Let's see now. It is 20 past 8 in the UK and Ireland, and it is 20 past 9 here. Matthew, Rail Videos NI. Good evening, Matthew. How you doing? All right, Kerry is lovely to go on holiday. Maura, I do need to go down to Kerry because I've got relations down there and I haven't been down there for a couple of years and I need to get down there and see everyone. Did you get your layout sorted yet, Maura? Every time I join, you finish the stream, I'm starting taking it personally. It's all right, you got 10 minutes. I'm not using the usual 2 hours now, I'm just doing an hour. Raymond says, I don't drink, although I have maybe a few adult beverages. One was a cherry chocolate cake stout. Not a great combo. Oh. Yeah, see, I don't, I would say I don't drink, but I don't drink very often. Is it not something to do with identity security that YouTube is using the app names? Oh. Thanks a lot, Martin Joy. Yep. Okay, Pete. I'll see you next week. So 10 minutes more than I had last week. They reckon it makes it easier for YouTube users. Really? I haven't been back up to heading home for a weekend, so I'll give it. All right, okay, no problem. If I can be any help, Maura, give me a shout. If the boat sails slightly off course, Mark, and you sail into Dover, give me a ring and I'll pop down and say hello. I'll bring you some Dr. Pepper supplies. If I end up in Dover when I'm supposed to be in the Med, something's gone really wrong. Oh dear. I'm just gonna have a look out the window a minute. Oh no, you still see the shore, just about. See some lights. Actually, I think where's the remote for the TV? I think there is a shot of the bow of the ship. So if I bring that up, oh yeah, there we are. 5, I think it was. Sorry, just. Oh, maybe they've taken it off because there was on the TV you could watch out the front of the ship. I was going to do. I'll bring it up for you guys. Oh yeah, there it is. Not this. I'm looking at it now. Not as much good. Let me just show you what I can see here. So there's the bow of the ship going into the darkness. Oh dear. Sorry. I heard the Isle of Man be mentioned. Yes, I would definitely recommend visiting there. I've been a few times now, and the railways are amazing, especially the steam railway. Yeah. Somewhere I mean to go, whether I'm going to get there or not. Oh, there's a camera, move that. So I'm just sort of looking up my nose. Where are the trains? I'm on holiday, hi, but I'm still bringing a stream to you. I'm cruising around the Med on a 5-day cruise for my mother's 70th. So I'm on a cruise with my mum, my sister, and my daughter. It's great crack. Back in Barcelona. Even in, yeah, the trains are all back in Donegal. Raw videos on Isle of Man is on my bucket list as a motorcycle nerd. You can guess why. Yeah, well, you can scratch 2 itches of one trip there, Martin. Railways and motorbiking. Yes, Adam, as long as Becky hasn't sold them in the meantime. Yeah, there is that possibility. Because they were discussing which of my locos were the most valuable before I left. I was getting a bit concerned. Is that a giant wave? Oh, I don't think so. Isle of Man is a place I want to head to as well. Maybe we should make it a trip. We'll plan to meet there. What ship are you on? I'm on the MSC Splendidia, if you want to check it out on Marine Traffic. Sail, just set sail from Barcelona about an hour ago now. And that was the last we heard from Donegal. There's like some dated 60s art on the wall. Yeah, you know what it's like when you... It's typical sort of hotel room art. You're looking at it going, what the hell is that? What's that supposed to be? What interpretation of what is that? Archive, a lovely holiday and see you next week. Okay, Maura, take care. Should have bought them. Do it, guys. If I do this again, I will bring a little circular track just so we can have one train going around. Your Isle of Man TT races was once won by a man who also won the Aintree Grand National in the same year. Really? Yes, good job on Model Royal Quest live stream yesterday. Oh, what happened there? Thanks, Simon. Apparently, press release has gone out. What's on it is a mystery. It's not even the volunteers were told what's in it. Oh. I see a lot of their containers passing through Carlisle. Watch Poseidon before a cruise. I think that ship may have visited Belfast before. The cruise ship season in Belfast this year has been fantastic. The last ship calling in yesterday. Yeah, there's been a lot of cruise ships calling into Killybegs this year. Every year there's more and more coming into Killybegs. And like if you live in Donegal, you go, why are they going into Killybegs? But of course, Killybegs is a natural deep sea port, so they come in there and then everyone gets on buses and goes around the county. Like I remember one cruise ship came in and there was actually a couple of railway enthusiasts on it, and they actually rang the museum and said, oh, are you open on the Sunday? And I said, no, we're not open. And they said, oh, I said, but if know you're coming in, there was 4 of them. I said, I'll be there for an hour. I'll open the place up. You can have a look around because, you know, what we do. And they came along and they said, oh, by the way, it was announced on the ship that you're open. I said, what? And I was there by myself, just expecting 4 guys. I think it was something like 100 people came through the doors of the museum that day. And it was just me there by myself. And I was just absolutely run ragged. But, you know, it got us mentioned. The 009 layout on a cruise ship would be a first. Some engaged track with a Donegal rail car going around. Go, you guys don't want much, do you? I'm on holiday here, still doing my live stream to chat to you guys, and now you want me to bring a layout. We'll see if the press run the story tomorrow, and then we should have a better idea of what's actually going on. George Formby in the movie. Oh, my chat keeps jumping in a minute, so. A circular trek, hey, that'd be enough to remember. I was talking about, oh, the Dave Clark Railway and the Model Railway Quest. Ah, I've got you now. Killybegs is a cool name. The small cells, as in monk cells or even caves, yeah. Like the bus invasion at Malaga, where they called all the bus operators in the area to unload. I was surprised how many people stay on the cruise ships when they dock. I'm actually planning to stay on the ship tomorrow because it's my holiday and I can do what I want. But I don't plan to get off. I just want to stay on the ship and just relax. I just want to chill in this lovely cabin, go and get some food, do some work on the computer. and just that's how I want to spend my day. Right, I'm off to make a brew. Have a great holiday, Mark. And remember, if anyone shouts iceberg, head for the lifeboats. Meet you back next week's live. Thank you, Martin. Cheers. Yeah, we're coming up to, it's 29 minutes now, so I'm going to go in a minute. As always, it's a pleasure having you guys in on a Thursday evening. I hope you didn't mind the change of venue tonight. I say Sunday, I may do just a quick live for half an hour just to show you guys the outside in daylight. I may not, I don't know. It depends what I'm doing. But yeah, thanks for coming along tonight, guys, and sticking with me through this. I haven't seen too many people drop off going, oh, there's no trains. I'm out of here. Yeah, say just a little bit different. I thought I'd go on a cruise. Hey, maybe because this is part of my channel, I can claim some tax back on the trip. I'm only joking. No, I won't do that. See what the accountant says. So anyway, yeah, it's past now. I'm going to say goodbye, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all next Thursday back with the train. So yeah, thanks for coming along and joining me for an hour on my cruise, and I'll see you all next week. I'll just awkwardly look over here and click the end stream. So bye, guys.